Okay, people, so I know this isn't anime manga related per se, but this was very impactful, and I definitely had to pay my respects and just in general talk about this one because, in case you don't know who Kevin Conroy is, Kevin Conroy was the voice and has been the voice of Batman for years upon years, ever since Batman the Animated Series. In my mind, that's Batman. Like, when I think of Batman, you think of course, the cape and cowl or whatnot, but I always envision that voice from Batman the Animated Series to the New Adventures of Batman and Robin to, Batman Beyond, all of the crossovers, the Justice League Unlimited, all of the direct to videos that they've done. Like, Kevin Conroy is Batman to me, period. Like, that's just the quintessential Batman in my mind. And he was just pronounced a little bit ago that he passed away. I believe he's had a short battle with cancer, according to a TMZ report. And this right here, I'm not even gonna lie, it's just completely shocking and devastating. It's always been Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill. That's Batman and Joker. For me, since as long as I can remember, those two are like a duo, so to speak. And just in general, Kevin Conroy has just been very pivotal in being that role. Like, no matter what, whenever I think of any Batman, I always resort to, no, it's Kevin Conroy, he's Batman. So to hear this is heartbreaking. It's a bit devastating. It's shocking. I've said before. I don't know. I'm just at a complete loss right now. I just read it a couple minutes ago, and I'm still shocked as hell. Warner Brothers released a press release we'll read here in a second, but man, this is a devastating blow, to say the least. Kevin Conroy, preeminent voice of Batman, passes away at age 66. New York, November 11, 2022. Actor Kevin Conroy, the most beloved voice of Batman in the animated history of the character, died Thursday at age 66 after a short battle with cancer. A noted stage, film, and television performer, Conroy rose to unparalleled voice acting fame as the title character of the landmark Batman the Animated Series from 1992 to 1996. He would establish never-to-be-broken records as the quintessential voice of Batman, bringing the superhero to animated life in nearly 60 different productions, including 15 films, highlighted by the acclaimed Batman Mask of the Phantasm, 15 animated series spanning nearly 400 episodes, and more than 100 hours of television, as well as 24 video games. Conroy was also featured as a live-action Bruce Wayne in the Arrowverse's 2019 to 2020 Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover event. In recent years, Conroy was a notable fixture on the con circuit, greeting fans with the same warmth, respect, and enthusiasm they reserved for him. Kevin was far more than an actor whom I had the pleasure of casting and directing. He was a dear friend for 30 plus years whose kindness and generous spirit knew no boundaries, said Emmy Award-winning casting dialogue director Andrea Romano. Kevin's warm heart, delightfully deep laugh, and pure love of life will be with me forever. Kevin was perfection, recalled Mark Hamill, who redefined the Joker playing opposite Conroy's Batman. He was one of my favorite people on the planet, and I loved him like a brother. He truly cared for the people around him. His decency shone through everything he did. Every time I saw him or spoke with him, my spirits were elevated. Born on November 30th, 1955 in Westbury, New York, and raised in Westport, CT, Conroy began establishing himself in the acting community while under the tutelage of John Houseman as Juilliard School, where he studied alongside the likes of Christopher Reeve, Francis Conroy, and his roommate Robin Williams. Conroy began his career following his love of theater, keeping him on stage in both New York and the Old Globe Theater in San Diego. The actor received rave reviews for his starring performances in Of Midsummer Night's Dream at the Public Theater, Eastern Standard on Broadway, Arthur Miller's The Last Yankee, and in the title role of Hamlet at the 1984 New York Shakespeare Festival. In addition, he performed in films and television, most notably in the mid-1980s when he had reoccurring roles on Dynasty, Tour of Duty, and Ohada, successful runs on soap operas Search for Tomorrow and Another World, and guest roles on popular series like Cheers, Murphy Brown, Spencer for Hire, and Matlock. But it was his incomparable, nuanced performance as the voice of Batman that put Conroy on the map and the fans' radar when Batman the Animated Series debuted on September 5th, 1992. From that point on, Conroy would forever be linked to the Dark Knight in TV series like Batman Beyond and Justice League / Justice League Unlimited, directed films ranging from Batman the Killing Joke and Batman Gotham Knight to Batman and Mr. Freeze, Sub-Zero, and Batman Mystery of the Batwoman, and more than 24 video games. Kevin was a brilliant actor, Hamill said. For several generations, he has been the definitive Batman. It was one of those perfect scenarios where they got the exact right guy for the exact right part, and the world was better for it. His rhythms and subtleties, tones and delivery, that all also helped inform my performance. He was the ideal partner. It was such a complimentary, creative experience. I couldn't have done it without him. He will always be my Batman. Kevin brought a light with him everywhere, said Paul Dini, producer of Batman the Animated Series. Whether in the recording booth giving it his all, or feeding first responders during 9/11, or making sure every fan who ever waited for him had a moment with their Batman. A hero in every sense of the word. Irreplaceable. Eternal. Conroy is survived by his husband, Vaughn C. Williams, sister Trisha Conroy, and brother Tom Conroy. Memorial services are pending. And yeah, rest in peace to the legend, the icon. I just don't ever see in my mind anybody ever replacing Kevin Conroy. He can never be replaced. Man, I'm heartbroken by this. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm heartbroken. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. Thank you for everything you brought to the world of entertainment, and especially being Batman. Thank you for being Batman. Yeah, have an awesome one, people. I don't know. This is something else.